And good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is May the 9th. I don't know how it got to be May the 9th. I'm sure it'll be my birthday before you know it. Yes, so we are here today with our healing hands around the world. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about healing, about what it means, but then we're going to have a healing session. Those of you who are healers who would like to know about healing, you need to pay attention to what I'm saying to you. If you're a healer and you do it in your own way, that's also fine. Just join in with us. But I'm going to talk a little bit about how we do it. Now, we've done many of these videos before. So if you are smart and want to know more about healing, and the way that I do healing, the way that I focus on healing, then you'll go to the YouTube channel where you'll find Healing Hands Around the World, and you'll find lots of videos describing different techniques, visualization techniques, breathing techniques. If only I could get my mouth to work properly this morning, that would be great. Before we begin, before we begin all of that, first of all, I'd like to say good morning to Grey Eagle, who, as always, is to my right side and will be, as always, helping me with our healing sessions. I'd also like to say good morning to Chris. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Rosemary. Happy Monday.
And yes, well, all right then. That sounds so American. And a happy Monday to you too, Chris. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chris was a student of mine for many years, is actually still a student. Do you ever stop being a student of mine, Chris? What do you
I don't think we can. The more you learn, the more we learn.
So, but you have got your healing certificate from me, and so Chris is, as far as I'm concerned, a fully fledged spiritual healer with the Rosemary Altea Association of Healers. Anyway, so moving on from that, Chris, do we have anybody here ready? Do you think, should we wait for a few minutes, or what should we do?
Well, people always log on, but we do have people. Let's put it that way.
All right. So I think that we're going to go straight into this then, and we're not going to wait around. Now, very briefly, because most of you will know or have an idea of what healing is. Of course, the most famous healer of all time was Jesus Christ, who would lay his hands upon the person or persons he was giving healing to. You know, the miracle of get up and walk, and the blind can see, and so on and so forth. So of all times, he is one of the most famous healers. Of course, we have the famous Harry Edwards, who is a British healer. We have, gosh, I'm trying to think. Oh, I can't believe that I've forgotten the name of the guy here in, we went to his center. What's his name, Chris? You know who I mean. We went down to
Edgar Casey.
Edgar Casey, thank you very much. So we have Harry Edwards, who is a very well-known British healer, and I think that they still in England have the Harry Edwards Association. People can go there, people can learn about healing and so on. And of course, the Edgar Casey Healing Center is very famous here in the States. So there are healers all over the world. But I smile when I think about healers, and I think about people's idea of what a healer might be. Because when I was in China, it's quite funny, because the Chinese that I came across, the Chinese people that especially the older Chinese people that I came across, who I gave healing to, they thought that a healer must be at least 100 and something, or not many teeth, I think, and sort of I'm not sure they quite trusted if anybody younger than 40 or 50 came along. But I remember being at someone's house. There was a group of people, and I remember this wonderful little Chinese lady. Sort of, she was surreptitiously feeling across my back and specifically between my shoulder blades. And I turned to her and smiled and I said, can I help you? And she, no, no, no. She's very shy, very respectful. And then a little while later, I found her doing the same thing again. And I asked the host, I asked the person I was with, does she need something? Is she okay? And she smiled at me and she said, no, she's just looking for your wings. And I said, what? She's no, she's looking for your wings. And so, in lots of different cultures, people have different ideas of what a healer is. I have to say straight off the bat, I am not an angel. I'm nowhere near an angel and definitely don't have wings. But it made me smile a little because, as I've said, people have different concepts and different ideas. My methods of healing are very straightforward. Those of you who know me will not be surprised by that at all because I'm a very down to earth person. Now, I believe in energy, and healing is about energy. It's about good energy. It's about positive energy. It's about energy that we have, we as healers have, we all have. We all have the capability to give healing. We all have the capability of giving healing to ourselves. I always say to people, when God put us on this earth, he didn't put us on this earth with nothing. He gave us tools to use. And one of those tools was our five senses, which, if we use them correctly and we use them positively, combined together and used correctly, become our sixth sense. So we have tools that we can use, and healing is one of those tools. We do it automatically. When a child falls, grazes its knee, what do? We pick it up. We say, "Here, let me rub it better." We put our hands over where the graze is or the bruise is or whatever it is, and we gently rub it better. It's called healing. It's called the healing touch. If a child has a cold or has a heavy cold or a headache or something, what do? We do this and we stroke. Here, let me make it better. Come here, darling, let me make it better. So we do this automatically with our children or with those we love. If our husband or wife has a really severe backache, what do? Sit here and let me rub it better. Let me make it better. Let me rub it better. We are using naturally, without even thinking about it, we're using that God-given gift of healing that we were born with all of us were born with. Now, a healer is a spiritual healer is someone who will take that natural born gift that we all have, but use it, let's say, hone it, let's tune it. We're like a piano. We're a bit out of tune when we're doing it and we don't know what we're doing. But as soon as we know what we're doing, as soon as we're able to know what we're doing, it's like tuning a fine piano. We tune it to the point where the vibration and the vibrational level is perfect. And we try our very best to get perfect pitch. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, funnily, coincidentally, should I say? Of course, there's no coincidence. I called my daughter a few minutes ago to say, don't call for an hour, because I have to do that, because when she calls, we just completely cuts us off. And to my amazement, my grandson answers the phone. Hi, Rosie, he says, hi. And I said, hi, darling. What are you doing home from school? And he says, would you send me some healing? And I said, yes, darling, I will send you some healing, and proceeded to tell him what we were doing a little bit this morning, that we would definitely send him healing, and he would. Of course, he's my grandson, so he is going to be first on the list. We're going to look at the list in a minute, because I did ask you, and some of you have sent in names for specific healing, and we will be directing our healing to all of you. Chris is going to read out the names for me in a few minutes when we begin. But we're going to this morning start with our basics. If you feel that you are beyond the basics, or you'd like to know more about the healing than the basics, go to our YouTube channel, go to Healing Hands Around the World, because as I've said, we talk about breathing techniques, we talk about healing energy, the different types of healing energy, we talk about using color with healing, we talk about a lot of things. And so, so go and check that out, and see if you can apply it. See if you can apply it to yourself. See if you can apply it to the people who you are with on a daily basis, the people that you love, the people that you care about, and see if you can try. Healing is something that we need to do on a daily basis. It's not something that you do, as and when you feel sick, because I feel, it's like, let's see, it's like if you've got arthritic joints, a good thing to do is to take some kind of fish oil capsules. I know it's weird, but it's a good thing to do. And if you take them just when you feel the aches and pains, it's not going to work. You've got to build it up in your body. You've got to build this, the medicines that you need on a daily basis. You've got to build them up in your body, and you've got to allow your body to absorb them and become used to them, and so that they can do their job properly. And healing is very much like that. The more you do it, and it only requires 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's all it requires, 5 to 10 minutes a day. And if you do it, and that 5 to 10 minutes of every day, you'll stay healthier, you'll stay stronger, you'll stay more positive, because healing not only gives us healing, gives us good energy, helps us to create good energy within ourselves and with others as well. What healing does also is it reminds us of the power that we own. It reminds us of who we are, and it reminds us of what we can do to help ourselves. So, all right. So for those of you who are able, sit comfortably, sit nicely, sit comfortably, back straight and feet on the ground. As I teach my grandson, hands, palms upwards on your lap in a receiving position. Okay? Excuse me. And just relax. Just take your time about it, and sort of, I'm talking away, I'm letting you do this. For those of you who can't sit, lying down is a good thing. Just make yourself comfortable wherever you are, and just see if you can, sort of make yourself comfortable, and just sort of just wriggle yourself into that spot where just for a few minutes you're going to either you are going to receive healing, because I'm going, no matter whether you want it or not, I'm giving it to you anyway, I'm sending it to you anyway. But you're going to be receiving healing. But for those of you who also want to send out healing, first and foremost, the rule is, with all healers, I teach my students this, and I'm very particular about it: give healing to yourself first. First and foremost, feed you. Healing is like feeding ourselves energy, feeding our body with what it needs, so that when we want to give healing to others, we're strong enough and we have more energy that we can share with other people. But first and foremost, please be selfish with yourself. Give healing to your own self before you ever give healing to others. We start with a prayer. And the prayer that I use, it's very basic. There's nothing fancy about any of this. It's really very basic, very, very clear. And I always end this prayer saying, dear God, I will to thy will. Because when we have people who are sick, when we have people who are, let's say, they might have a tumor, or they might have, there's a whistling sound, Chris. I don't know if you can hear that in the background there. When you are sick, if you have a tumor, if somebody has a tumor, what you're trying to do is, and it's perfectly natural for you to do it, please, dear God, take the cancer away. Please, dear God, take the inflammation away. Please, dear God, take whatever it is away. And as a healer, we never ask for that sort of thing, because we don't know what is best for the patient. Only God knows what is best for the patient. And this is spiritual healing that we're doing here. So we're relying on God. We're relying on that God force. We're relying on the power of the God, that God force, that universal God force that is out there. And that is what we're tapping into. And when we're tapping into that universal God force that is out there for us to use and also to combine our energy with, then we are saying there is a higher power, there is a greater power that knows better for my patients than I do. So this is why I always end my prayer, dear God, I will to thy will. So whatever God decides is what I'm saying. Whatever you, God, decide is best for this patient, because you know better than I. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to help with. When you are giving healing, excuse me, you'll find that you're also receiving it yourself. It's sort of, the more you give, the more you get. But initially, and again, I'm going to say to you, please, please, please give it to yourself first. We don't want anyone getting sick because they've drained themselves. They've given energy away that they can't afford to give away. It's important for us as healers to make sure that our energy is as pure and as clear and as selfless, in a way, as we can make it. So we're looking for good energy, positive energy. We're looking to stand in the light of God. We're looking to stand in that incredible golden white light, that God force, that we're looking to connect with that universal God force that is out there for us to use, but also for us to join with and to share our energy with. So, okay, so let's begin. Now, at some point, Chris, because I know that you're going to be joining in with us, but I'm going to ask you if you can read the names of the people, some of the people anyway, who've asked for healing. If we don't read your name out and you did ask, don't worry, you're on our list. We only have time to read out so many every day, but you are on our list. You're in the book, so to speak, and we will, even if you don't have your name called, we will be sending you healing. Okay, all right. The first thing we do, as I've said, we sit up straight, hands palms upwards on our laps. If you're laying down, that's also fine, but put your hands palms up in a receiving position. And I want you to, using your solar plexus, using sort of the middle of your tummy there, I want you to sort of breathe in. Breathe in really, really gently, really easily. Breathe in. Hold, 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 hold. And gently let go. We try that again. Breathing in through your solar plexus and holding and holding and gently, gently, gently let go. Okay? This is what we're going to do one more time, please. Breathing in and holding and holding and let it go. And as you let it go, I want you to feel the energy flowing through your arms, down through your arms, into your palms and out through your fingertips. Okay, all right, so let's begin. Dear God, please allow us to be part of your healing process. Allow us to join our energy with that universal God force that is out there. Allow us to combine our energy with yours so that we can give healing, that we can bring healing to our own selves and then to others in a positive and a beautiful and a spiritual way. Dear God, I will to thy will. Very quietly, very peacefully. If you can, and don't worry if you can't do this, but if you can, with your eyes closed, I'd like you to visualize I'd like you to visualize a blue blanket being wrapped around you, a sky blue blanket being wrapped around you. Or I'd like you to visualize a blue sky that you're lying under, a blue summer sky that you're lying under. Or maybe a blue flower in full bloom that you're reaching out to. If you're not good at visualizing, don't worry about it. I want you to just, if you can, just feel it. Listen to my voice as you're feeling it. Listen to my voice as I surround you with my energy. You are joining with me. We are connecting by simply doing this exercise together. My energy is surrounding you. My energy combined with that energy of that God force that is out there, it's surrounding you, it's touching you, it's embracing you, it is healing you. Let's try breathing in again, shall we? Breathe in nicely, gently through your solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking of my grandson, particularly in this moment, and sending him healing. I'm visualizing him being surrounded by my love, by my warmth, by my energy, by my healing energy. I'm visualizing him being surrounded by a blue blanket, cuddled in my arms in a blue blanket. And I know that he's laying there very receptive to this. Now, I'm going to ask Chris if you can gently, softly, Chris, I want you to give me the names of some of the people who requested healing today. But the same thing applies as Chris is giving me the names. We're all going to, as we hear the names, visualize that person wrapped in blue, wrapped in a blue blanket. Blue is the universal healing color. It's an important color to use in healing. So we want to visualize each person wrapped in blue. And even if your name is not called, still we are wrapping you. So visualize yourself being wrapped in my arms. How about that? Wrapped in the arms of God, wrapped in that universal God force, wrapped in that healing energy that is flowing out from me, from my fingertips, from my body to you. We are going to get a really, really beautiful flow going here. So whether your name is mentioned or not as you're sitting here, breathe in through your solar plexus. Breathe in. Hold, 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 hold. Gently, gently, gently. Let go, let go. And just let go. Let go of all of your inhibitions, all of your worries. Give me just a moment, can you? Let go for just a moment and allow this healing process to take place within you. So, Chris, could we have the first name, please?
Janice.
All right, Janice, are you ready for us? Really? Are you ready for us? We are sending you this warm blanket of healing. It is going out to you. I'm visualizing wrapping you in this warm, beautiful blue blanket. Next name, Chris.
Michael.
Michael. So I think, do Michael and Janice somehow connect with each other? Because I want to wrap them both in this same beautiful blue blanket. Let's keep going, Chris.
Anthony.
Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Join in with us. Let go. Let go. I feel the issue that you have is that you're so afraid to let go and let God in, and He's waiting for you, Anthony, and He's there for you and will help you. I promise if you allow it, He will help you and surround you with His healing love. Chris.
Muriel.
Muriel. Come on with me. Reach out to me, Muriel. Come on. I've got you. I've got you. I've got you. And we are sending healing and surrounding you with healing. Chris?
Violet.
Violet, come on, my darling. I've got you. My arms around you. Come on. I want you to just breathe in for me. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Your loved ones in the spirit world are with you here. Let go and let God help you with all of this awful sadness that is surrounding you.
Carol.
Come on, Carol. Reach to me, Carol. Reach to me. I'm reaching to you. I'm reaching out. Let go, Carol. Come on. Come on. Give yourself up. Give yourself up to God. Give yourself up to this process. Breathe. Breathe, Carol. Breathing in through your solar plexus. Breathing in. Hold it. Carol, hold it. And then let go. Slowly, slowly let go. Put yourselves into the arms of God. Put yourselves into the arms of healing, Carol. Let us help you with this.
Matthew.
Matthew, come on, Matthew. I know you can do this. I think you are a healer also. Come on, Matthew. Breathing in, breathing in, my darling. Breathing in. Let everything that you feel, let it go. Everything that you're thinking, let it go. Allow yourself to immerse in this blue, blue healing blanket that we have around you. Okay, and anyone else who is out there, remember, if we have not mentioned you, please don't worry, because healing is for all of us. Do you have anyone else you want to mention, Chris?
Yes, we have a couple more. Flory.
Flory, come on, Flory. Breathing in now. And reach out with your mind, reach out with everything that you have. Let God flow through you, Flory. Let God's energy, let his power and his energy and his healing, let it flow through you. Feel it flowing through you. I want you to relax, my darling. Don't think that you're neglected. Don't think you're forgotten. We have not forgotten you. God has not forgotten you.
And Joanne.
Joanne, breathing in, Joanne. Come on, breathe in, my lovely. Breathe in. Lift up, holding, and letting go. Letting go, Joanne, is the hardest thing for you, isn't it? You've got to let go and let God do his work. You've got to let go and let God do his job. You've got to let go and allow all of us who are here join with that God force to send that healing, that beautiful, wonderful, warm, healing blanket your way. We are wrapping you in that beautiful blanket. Now, we know that there are many more of you that we haven't mentioned, who, just because we have not mentioned you does not mean that you are not receiving this healing. You need to open up. You need to open up to me. You need to open up to God. Just let go. Let go. It's so hard, isn't it, sometimes to let go of the control. And often, if a person is holding on to control, that's when we start to get sick. That's when things start to happen to us, because when we're so in control on the outside, we're often so out of control on the inside. So breathing again, breathe in nicely, easily, breathe in through your solar plexus. Visualize if you can the color blue. You don't have to see it, you just have to feel it and feel it surrounding you. I'm going to add another color in there, because as I've said, colors are very important to the healing process. Each type of energy uh, shows itself as a particular color. Blue is the healing color, and I'm going to throw in there a little bit of pink for all of you out there. A little bit of pink for all of you. Those of you who want healing, those of you who want to learn about healing, those of you who would like to become healers. The color pink is the color of love, And as we are giving healing and we are surrounding our patients and ourselves, remember, we're sucking all of this in, giving all of this to us before we give it to anybody else. We have to give ourselves healing, but we also have to give ourselves love. So many people feel that they don't deserve love, that they don't deserve recognition. So many people are wrong when they think that, because we all deserve love, and we are all, whether we are deserving of it or not, we are all given God's love immeasurably in so many heavy doses. We are surrounded by the love of God, which is the healing process. All right, now I want you to, I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes, and I want you to breathe. I want you to visualize that color blue, and I want you to just for a couple of minutes now, just relax, open up, and let God in, and let the healing process begin. So let God in, allow the healing process to begin. And breathe. And breathe through your solar plexus. And hold it, hold it, hold it. And let it go gently, easily. Let it go. Let the energy flow through your body. Let's do this one more time. Breathing in through your solar plexus. Breathing in. And hold it, hold it, hold it. And let it go. Let your shoulders relax. Let your hands relax. And slowly, gently, easily open your eyes. Take a few minutes. You can wriggle your body a little bit, make it feel better. have a little stretch. And woof, there we go. And that's all there is to the healing process. Not quite all there is, but you know what I'm saying. It's easy to do. It's very effective. And those of you who are now feeling really, really relaxed, you might want to go climb into bed and take a little nap. For those of you at work, you can't do that, can you? All right. Chris, how are you doing there?
Very good, Rosemary. I know a question we get repeatedly is if a person wasn't here right now when you did this, but they're watching this video later, how does healing work?
The same. It's the same because it's about energy. It's about the thought process. If you're watching this and it's recorded, so I'm not live anymore, how is it going to work? Well, what's happening is that you are connecting with me, you're connecting with my energy, and wherever I am at the time, and whatever we're doing, and wherever your loved ones are at the time, your loved ones in the spirit world are at the time, they are part of this healing process. So it works. You're connecting with healing hands around the world, which is something that goes on, all day, every day. So you're always, even if this is a recorded session, you are still a part of the process and you are still connecting with me. You're connecting with all of those who are watching. You're connecting with Chris. You're more than connecting with Grey Eagle. So don't feel that you can't watch this again and again as a recording and not have the same thing, because it will give you just the same amount of healing. Absolutely. So, Chris,
Yes.
do we have any questions, any comments, anyone out there? If you have taken part in this healing session, or in fact in a healing session with us before, we would love to know how you're feeling. We would love to know if you had any experience as you were being given healing, as we were doing this healing exercise. We would love to know how you're responding, whether it's in a good way or not such a good way. We would love to hear from you. So if anyone out there is awake enough, sort of not so relaxed that you can't make a comment or a question, we would love to hear from you now.
Violet is saying, wow, that was extraordinary.
Good. How are you feeling, my darling, is what I want to know. I just want to know if that was helping you. The thing with Violet that so many people don't know is I've been sending Violet healing on a fairly regular basis over the last few weeks. So she's got a head start, really, hasn't she?
As do all the people on the healing list. I just put up the link for our healing book in how people can add names to our healing list.
Yes. So if you want healing, or if you know of someone who you feel you would like to send healing to, please don't be afraid to give us their names, because we send healing every day to all of those on our healing list. Yes, we do. Sorry, Chris, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. Keith says, take a nap. How did you know?
Oh, I've done this for a while now, Keith. I know exactly how it feels.
Violet said, I felt hands on my shoulders, warm hands, no, hot. And in my mind's eye, I could see a person made of light behind me.
Yay. Good job.
Judith says, I'm so relaxed. I didn't want to move or open my eyes. I needed this. I just realized I have on a pink shirt and a blue sweater. It was not planned to wear.
Well, there are no coincidences, Judith, and we put on what it is that we need. We're drawn to those particular colors, that particular energy that we need. So obviously you are in tune with your body, young lady.
That's it for comments, Rosemary.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it then for our healing session. We'll give you a couple more minutes. If anybody does want to make a comment, now's the time to do it, because we are, um, coming to a close. Chris, how do you feel about this?
Oh, I always love joining. I think when we join in all as sort of one mind, the healing is even more powerful than just on your own.
Oh, I think so. Well, I think actually, wait a minute. I don't agree with that. I think it's just as powerful, but I think we feel it more. Does
Right.
that make sense? The healing is just as powerful. The amount of healing, the intensity of healing, the power of healing is the same. That doesn't change. But I think that when we do it collectively, this is why we do healing hands around the world. And for those of you who don't know, I'm giving you a chance now. If you want to make a comment or a question, now's the time to do it, because once I've finished this, we're done. But what was I going to? I see now. I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. What was I saying, Chris? I can't remember.
Well, you've
Oh, healing hands. I got it. Sorry. See, good thing I've got Gregor to remind me. All right, healing hands. If you want to join in with our healing hands around the world, please, 11 a.m. Wherever you are in the world, you do not have to stay awake. If you're the other side of the world, you do not have to stay awake at 11 a.m. in the morning, my time. 11 a.m., wherever you are in the world, if you can just spare, and it's literally a 30-second thing that we ask you to do, think of us, think of our healing list, think of all of the people that you know who you would like to send healing to, and think of our healing book where we have all the names, and all we ask you to do is just takes 30 seconds to a minute. If you want to take a little bit longer, that's fine too. But all you have to do is send healing. Think, I'm sending healing. I'm joining with Rosemary. I'm joining with the healing hands around the world. I'm joining with that God force, that universal God force, that universal God energy that is out there for us to tap into. Dear God, allow me to participate in the healing process. Dear God, I will to thy will. That's all you have to say. Okay, shall I say that again? Dear God, allow me to join with the healing process. And dear God, I will to thy will. I think I got it right there, but then it doesn't matter anyway. However you want to say it, and if you can just give 30 seconds, a minute, whatever. You don't need to do it more than 3 minutes. Don't exhaust yourself doing this. You don't have to do this in a dramatic way. Nobody's, you're not sort of psyching yourself up to it. It is a natural, easy flow of energy that we're sending out to all of you, and that's what this is all about. Okay, I'm hoping as I'm saying this that my grandson is feeling better, because he didn't go to school today. It's been off for the last few days. Anyway, any more comments or questions, Chris?
Karen said I had an interesting thing happen. I love the sound of birds singing, healing, and I loved hearing the birds in your background. And then I heard mine, and it's almost like mine were singing or responding to yours.
Okay, well, thank you, Karen, but I have to tell you, we don't have any birds singing right now. Are you all right, Chris? Did you fall off the desk or something?
No, my phone fell. Sorry about that.
That's all right. um, but I'm glad that you heard the birds singing, Karen, and nice. I'm glad that happened for you. Anything else, Chris?
Eric said, very good response. Feeling of rejuvenation and of being healed,
Good.
higher awareness, filled with positive, gentle healing energy and awareness.
Oh, good.
Everything is brighter, clearer, and the knowing energy comes and resonates within.
Good. 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 for that, Eric. Wow. Anything else, Chris?
Keith says blessings and light, healing good energy requested for Keith and Christine. So thank you.
Okay, you're on the list, Keith. Good morning, darling. How are you?
And Jillian says, I try to picture an orb of the color or multiple colors above my head, and that I am drawing into my entire body. Sometimes I just picture the rainbow all coming in at once. Is that okay? Or should I stay to one color at a time to put it in?
You, I think it's fair to say with my healers, when I was training them, I'm very tough. When I was training my healers, teaching my healers, they did it exactly my way. But once they know the right way to go about, then they can bring in their own methods and their own way. And you need to sort of tune into your own thoughts and your own feelings. If you want to use visualization and colors, I'm going to suggest, darling, that you do go to the some of the videos that we've done before, which can help you tremendously um, to bring these colors in. They tell you, I tell you in the videos, what each color means, what it represents. I always would suggest to anyone out there, no matter how experienced you are, use blue first, and then, because blue is the universal healing color, and it's a very powerful healing color. And then as you work through the healing process, you can then bring in, other colors as you will, or visualize a rainbow of color, which is, that's also a great thing to do. I don't know how experienced you are at this. I would suggest you watch the videos that we've done. We've done a number of them. Chris, you've got the link there, right, for people. So, but whatever you're feeling at the time, if you trust you and you trust that you love yourself, care for yourself, and if you absolutely trust what you're doing, then do that. You don't need my approval, Chris.
All right, I'm just posting on the screen now.
I see that. Anything else?
Let's see. One response just came in. People are saying thank you to you, Rosemary. A bunch of people are saying thank you.
And thank you, all of you, for joining in, supporting us. What I like to do, and in one of my videos, I show you how to do this. If you want to give healing around the world healing, gosh, just imagine that. You can visualize this entire world of ours, almost as if we're putting a web or a grid or whatever it is, a haze around the globe, and bringing healing, using different colors to bring healing to the world. Don't think I'm only one person, so therefore, what can I do? No. If we all add a little of our energy, and if everyone on this planet added a little of healing energy, think about how much healing energy that would be. Your one little tiny drop is not insignificant, it's important. We're all important. That's it then. Thanks, Chris, so much. Once again, I'd like to say thank you to all of you watching. You were brilliant, wonderful, lovely. We do hope that you feel a little better now for this. Remember, you can replay this over and over again and get that same healing if you want it. I'd like to especially, particularly say thank you to Great Eagle, as always. And until I see you all again, Thursday morning we are doing our The Spirit World Sees All, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We shall be doing some off the cuffs. We'll be doing all sorts of other things. Go to my website, rosemaryaltea.com. Go to the website to take a look at the calendar and see what it is that we're up to this month. Remember, it's my birthday month, everybody. So happy birthday, all of you May babies. All right. Until I see you again, thank you so much once again for joining us. Please, 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 everyone, have a very, very blessed rest of the day. Bye bye.